So friends, Donald Trump is now urging the Republicans to shut down the federal government as a means to stop the federal prosecutions against him. Obstruct justice much, Donald? Let's talk about that, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So friends, at this point, it seems like Donald Trump is trying to set some kind of a record as the defendant who has made the most incriminating statements ever in the history of defendants. Because now his scheme to try to avoid prosecution, to try to keep from being held accountable for his many crimes, is to urge the Republicans to shut down government, because then his prosecutions can't proceed, right? Well, wrong. But here's the latest reporting. Headline: Trump demands Republicans shut down government to defund his criminal prosecutions. And that article begins: Former President Donald Trump has called on Congressional Republicans to let the government shut down in a dubious effort to undermine the criminal proceedings against him. Despite federal criminal proceedings being exempt from shutdowns, Trump posted on his social media platform, Truth Social, a very important deadline is approaching at the end of the month, in reference to the September 30th deadline to pass a funding bill. Republicans in Congress can and must defund all aspects of crooked Joe Biden's weaponized government. This is also the last chance to defund these political prosecutions against me and other patriots. A government shutdown wouldn't impede criminal proceedings against Trump. His indictments in New York and Georgia would not be affected. Those are state court prosecutions, while his federal indictments for allegedly mishandling classified documents and for his role in the January 6th insurrection are criminal matters that have been exempted from previous shutdowns. Okay, friends, so just a few observations. First of all, Trump urging a shutdown to stop the prosecutions against him feels a little obstruction-y, doesn't it? You know, even if it doesn't technically constitute obstruction of justice, it is powerful and admissible consciousness of guilt evidence. Here's another thing. Having been a federal prosecutor for 30 years, I worked through some federal government shutdowns. We went into the grand jury during shutdowns and indicted cases. We went to court during the shutdowns and prosecuted cases. Why? Because federal law enforcement functions are considered essential government functions. They continue through a shutdown. So every time a shutdown loomed because of politics, we would get that email saying, Glenn, remember, you are an essential government employee. Made me feel kind of good. And you will work through any and all government shutdowns. So, Donald Trump's harebrained scheme to weasel out from under his prosecutions, shutting down the government, won't even work. But it will be admissible evidence against him. And here's the last thing. When he says he wants the Republicans to shut down the government as a way to stop the prosecutions against him, he actually throws in a little bit of aid and comfort to the insurrectionists, because he says this is also the last chance to defund these political prosecutions against other patriots. And there, Trump is obviously talking about the other January 6 defendants, the boots of the insurrection, the foot soldiers who answered Donald Trump's criminal call to go to the Capitol, fight like hell or you won't have a country anymore. Now go down there and stop the certification. And they did. They attacked the Capitol, they attacked police officers, and they did in fact stop, albeit temporarily, the certification. So in Donald Trump's latest call to, defund government, shut down government, stop the prosecutions against him, throws in a little more aid and comfort to the insurrectionists. Here's what I can tell you, friends, and please take this to the bank. Given all of the incriminating evidence, given all of the statements Donald Trump has made demonstrating his consciousness of guilt over and over again, the minute these prosecutions move into court proper, Donald Trump is toast. Because justice matters. Friends, as always, please stay safe, please stay tuned, and I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.